already got your heart set or your hands on either the PS4 or the Xbox One, but what about those of you who, like me, are still holding out for one reason or another? Well, whether you're just sitting on the fence or waiting for that glorious price drop, I've stacked up 5 things to help you decide which console to dedicate the next decade of living room gaming to. I'm Jess McDonald and this is The Gist. To the layman, and by that I am very much referring to myself and hopefully a bunch of you guys, the hardware division between the PS4 and the Xbox One is almost non-existent. Sure, there are slim differences in graphical hardware capabilities and power efficiency, and Call of Duty Ghosts was revealed to play at a native 1080p only on the PS4, but given that for the most part both consoles are built on very similar PC architecture, you're unlikely to split hairs on this one. Tech specs aside, a point of contention for even the most hardware illiterate of us is bound to be the controllers. Microsoft have mostly gone with the if it ain't broke, don't fix it approach, which Xbox fans are pretty pleased with, while Sony has vastly built on their love it or hate it DualShock 3. The DualShock 4 now includes features like a touchpad, motion controls, a built-in speaker, a headset jack, and official support for Windows. But really what it comes down to is the form factor and your personal preference between the curvy DualShock 4 or the trapezium-esque Xbox One controller. Remember those people you like to hang out with and occasionally engage with in online gaming activities? Well, if those activities tend to rank highly on your time spent gaming, you're probably going to want to suss out what your friends are buying. Exclusive multiplayer games like Titanfall and console-specific servers are going to majorly screw you over if you picked up the PS4 when all your friends grabbed an Xbox One or vice versa. If multiplayer console gaming is your thing, this is definitely a factor worth considering. Or maybe you're like me and online gaming was never really your thing anyway, but there is one thing I really do care about, and that's the games. I don't really mind if a console has a Kinect attached or looks like a rhombus if it's got the games I'm interested in. Console exclusive games seem to be rolling in the minority right now, which is a blessing for those of us who only plan to get one console. But they do still exist and are sure to make a difference to devotees of games about gladiators or guys with superpowers and a penchant for beanies. As for me, I'm a David Cage fan who's also pretty fond of games like Journey and The Last of Us, so I'll probably end up with a PS4, but each to their own. There may only be $100 between the price points of the Xbox One and the PS4, but regardless, price is and will always be an important factor when discussing console purchasing decisions. With the PS4 offering the lower price of the respective $399 and $499 evils, it currently has the one-up. Then again, while the lower price point is attractive, gamers seem to be more interested in weighing up their value for money. Put simply, is the Xbox One and all its other non-gaming features going to be worth the extra bucks? And that brings us pretty neatly down to what I think will really be one of the defining factors for whether gamers choose to go for the PS4 or the Xbox One. I like to call it the entertainment box versus the dedicated console. So, for argument's sake, let's say the hardware is similar enough, your friends are on PC anyway, the exclusives aren't swaying you and the price is neither here nor there. And what may well be one of the biggest deciders, Microsoft have marketed their consoles strongly as the center of your living room around which all other things revolve. TV, Skype, sports TV, music, different TV, web browsing, you name it. Conversely, Sony have been taking the opposite track and saying the PS4 will not be your TV or your place for checking fantasy football or surfing the web. It's a straight up gaming console. That's not to say there aren't external features and applications, but they certainly aren't the focus. So then the decision becomes whether you want to consolidate your entertainment devices into a single integrated voice-controlled unit, or whether your gaming console is just for gaming. It's your call. I'll be returning to your computer screens next week with another top 5 something, but until then, be sure to leave me all your next-gen console-related thoughts in the comments down below or on my Twitter where I'm @JessMcDonald. Till next time, have a good one and happy decision making!